Hello, everyone.
And we're up and running.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, no, mic stuff doing the thing. I think we're probably good. I probably should have tested our audio before I did anything.
Yeah, we probably should have.
That would have made sense, wouldn't it? Okay, hang on. I will very quickly just bring up a random YouTube video and just make sure that it does actually go to... Sure, warbling whistles are weird. Why not? I can hear that, can you?
I can hear that very,
Okay,
very,
good.
very,
well,
very clearly.
So, okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tyro the Fox, and this is my friend Jay.
Hey.
Foxy is feeling a very low power this evening, so they will not be joining us. But...
He is not a very good Duracell batteries.
Yes, but for today we will be... I suppose we'll be exploring the strangeness of this version of the Stanley Parable. I have played the Stanley Parable before. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Yes, no, Jay hasn't. Which honestly is fair. It is a bit of a weird one.
Well, I've heard of the Stanley Parable. In fact, when I played Dota, I had the Stanley Parable announcer who constantly makes you feel bad for your bad decisions.
Yes.
It's like, now's a good time for a bit of music. I
love that.
But the thing is, that happens at just a random point when you're playing, so it can actually get really distracting.
Oh god, it's asking for the current time. Why is it doing that? No, to send accessibility settings can be set from the main menu. Good, yes.
Wonderful.
You should always have those.
First person who says something wins a prize.
What's the prize?
I'm not going to say it yet because they need to actually,
Alright.
they need to speak without feeling an incentive for the prize. The concept that there's a prize out there is already enough incentive.
Hold left and right mouse buttons to walk. That's a nice idea, actually.
Huh.
It's on. We'll try that out in a second. Presentation, language. Yeah, we've got subtitles. Let's bump them up a little bit. There we go. Sure, accessibility, translation, blah, content warnings. Skip sessions of the game that deal with suicide, trauma, and mental health issues. Yes, I suppose anyone watching, please. Because if I remember correctly, yes, there is a... This does get dark in places.
That's fine, I mean...
Oh yes, but for those at home, yes, please take this as a warning that the Stanley Parable is a very strange and very weird game, and it's...
I mean,
boy.
From what I've heard, there was like there's a scene where you can actually kill yourself in it.
Yes, and you make the narrator very, very miserable.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Yes, as all I understand it is like I have been following the like at the very least I've been following this project and a couple of other things which the developer has been doing for years. Like I love the Stanley Parable. I played the original on this. I played the original Steam mod. That was really cool and kind of mind blowing at the time. It's also at a time when I had a copy of the orange box because. Good God damn it! It's
so many people had the orange box.
Yeah, because
so many people got rid of it. What was the weird thing?
Oh, yeah, like the disc version for consoles.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had it on PC on Steam, so
makes sense.
Yeah, so I've had it for years. But that also...
I had it for the original Xbox, or was it Xbox 360? I can't remember which one. One of them.
I mean, there's plenty of them.
Are we actually live?
Yeah, we're live.
Wow. Not even a hello from our audience.
I know. You get used to it. We're doing this for fun. I really need to go through the VOD as well. I need to get that. The video on demand things and get those sorted. I really should. I have been quite lazy. But yes, so there's the original one, and that was just a real boon for like free mods and things which do weird things and just checking things out, which were basically free off of the games which I already had. It's also how I found the Dear Esther.
Well, isn't that like how Counter-Strike and stuff was created? Right?
Yes, and Team Fortress 2 and Dota.
Yeah, no, Dota was made through Warcraft 3.
Yes, but mods and so on. Yeah, and then they ended up and Dota then gets into the source engine and so on. But yeah, anyway, but yeah, mods and that sort of thing are fascinating. And the Stanley Parable is one
Half-Life
of the
as well, right? No, Half-Life was the thing that was modded.
Yes, no. Well, although the original Half-Life has had multiple different things. Like there's the original version which was on the Gold engine, which is a modified version of Quake, and then
I loved Quake as a kid. I loved that game. That was a really good game.
I swear I've got the Dreamcast version of it sitting around somewhere. It's
oh
good
my
fun.
god, I need to play that sometime.
And then on top, and then after that, you've got Quake Source, which is in one of the early versions of the Source engine, and then after that, you've then got things like Black Mesa, which is the version which is made, I think, in Source 2.
I thought Black Mesa was the actual company in Half-Life.
Yes, it is, but the Black Mesa, the game, is the remake made by fans of the original Half-Life.
Oh, I see.
And from what I've heard, they've done some fantastic work on that.
Oh, nice.
I really want to play it, especially for the Zen levels later on in the game. Like, they've apparently messed around with it and done their own thing.
Valve are completely okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little bit like the Sonic Mania of the Half-Life universe.
Huh. Oh, okay.
Yeah. With their
Sonic's my name and Speed's my game.
With their own Christian Whitehead, who is, as far as I'm concerned, like a rock star. As far as I'm concerned, like.
Yeah.
But back onto another gaming rock star, as far as I'm concerned, which is Davey, who's
which is Rockstar Games.
No.
Which brought to you GTA.
Rockstar. Anyway, but yes, back onto the Stanley Parable. So we had the HD version, which was also fascinating, weird, and really creative in its own way. It
wonderful game.
Took the original, messed around with it, and did plenty of fantastically bizarre ideas and some great stuff, and really made the narrator a really fun character to mess with. What is the actual
purpose of the Stanley Parable? Like, what is the universe you find yourself in? Like, if I remember correctly from the videos I've seen, you're just in an office place.
Yes.
Right? And everyone's missing.
Yeah, but the point of the Stanley Parable is to lampoon game design and the idea of choice within it.
Okay.
So you are playing essentially as frankly, a worthless drone who has suddenly been thrust into a story of being, of having some sort of importance and portent, right? You are now this incredibly important. I'm just going to shove this over a little. There we go. So now you are this incredibly important person, even though normally Stanley is a worthless little drone who just sits in front of a computer and pushes buttons and likes it. But he's supposed to be the stand-in for other games and things and game characters and so on, right? And the joke with the Stanley Parable is that you have choice, but it's always choice which the developer has allowed for. So you can mess around with it, but it's almost always things which the developer has foreseen and allowed you to do. For example, there's an achievement in I think definitely the original and definitely the HD version where you have which is speedrun, where you have to try and get through the main story as quickly as possible, which is a legitimate way of playing the game. But the funny thing is that at some point there's a bit where the narrator is getting quite irate with the fact that Stanley is just ploughing through everything, and so it's at some point when you're supposed to try when he feeds you a secret code that opens a secret door within the room. he just sits there and goes. He just opens up that door automatically. Just goes, "Here's the door. Just go," because he knows what you're doing. Because the developers have allowed for it. It's that meta commentary of the relationship between the game, the developer, and the player and the characters within it.
So it's the illusion of agency in a world which has already been pre-made.
Yeah.
Which means that there's no such thing as agency. There isn't any agency, really.
Technically, no, because almost everything you can do in it is technically something which the developer has not only foreseen, but then has something
somewhere
happen.
out there, one of the viewers who is a radical Christian is going, the developer, isn't it the same thing for us humans in general?
That's a whole kettle of magically created fish that I don't think we want to get into right now.
Absolutely. Now, if you want to hear my opinion on religion, please find me at and make sure to listen to my podcasts as well.
Yes, you bring that particular that particular sword upon yourself. Anyway, should we give this a go?
Here is my Spotify, my SoundCloud.
So let's give this a go, shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
But yeah, it's all the illusion of choice and that sort of thing. It's almost Bioshock. Bioshock is the other game which is famously does this.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ripping, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. All his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So what I'm expecting from this is we probably have some of the same scenarios going on, but I am also expecting new things to happen, right?
Okay.
So
let's have a look. Can you move over just a tiny bit?
Oh yeah. Oh damn it! I've locked us in.
Ah, sugar. Now we're doing our job here.
The pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
Oh dear God. I don't like this. I don't like this. This is reminding me of real life now.
Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
Wow.
One thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
Oh my God.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
And then the game just restarts.
Oh my God. Be right, just making myself a drink. My God, that's silly, but I like it.
Love this game. I love it.
It's very silly. Like.
So, I should probably double check something because I'm expecting this to be. Huh? So I'm expecting this to be similar to the original, but I'm expecting this to have new stuff in it. You know what I mean?
Basically, new things that the developer thought that you might try and do.
Yes.
Okay. Hello everyone, I have returned.
So, like, very quickly, I'm just having a look at the store page just to see what this exactly is. Expanded reimagining of 2013 Stanley Parable. You will play as Stanley and not play as... You will make a choice and you will become powerless. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, there is supposed to be new stuff in this. Okay, so this should be interesting.
This is the Stanley Parable ASMR.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Quick, pull everything out of the shelves.
I'm not certain I can.
You're just searching for people inside the shelves.
Yay! I got the achievement. You can't jump.
No, try and make sure that you can open every door that you go by. Every single one. No door can be left unopened. Okay, no, you missed a door all the way back.
Oh, hang
Go
on.
back into there. Go to
Alright.
the left. Like every door. One of the doors will have someone in there.
Actually, one of the features of the original is that random events will happen depending
You
on...
missed one. 437.
Oh, for goodness sake. No, I didn't.
No, go back. Go, turn around. Okay, on your right. On your right before the door.
Oh.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Turn off all the electricity as well because we are...
Oh! This is one of the endings. So, keep an eye out for computers which have this,
Okay.
because there's a special ending for it.
Karen, you need to do 426 and
Yes!
425.
Alright!
Stanley clicked on literally every single door
Yes!
in the
We're
office
doing it
because
now.
He doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
You missed that door.
There we go, okay.
This door. Go through and then close the door. You can't close it.
When
Wait,
Stanley
turn around,
came to
turn
a
around.
set of two open
Over
doors,
there.
He entered the door on his left.
Just making sure there's not something over there to mess.
I suppose we are checking for new things in here.
Look at the ceiling.
Oh.
Maybe there was vents that you could go up. I don't know.
No, I don't see them. Okay, so we've got a choice.
Oh, I don't like choices. Oh, this scares me.
So he's asking us to go on our left, and this is the conceit for those who don't know and are watching currently. The conceit of the Stanley Parable is that you have to either choose to obey the narrator or to ignore him, and doing different things in different orders and so on messes with the story and makes us go down completely different paths.
Okay.
So the first answer is, do we obey him or do we ignore him?
Well, Mr. Stanley Parable, the character, is a very obedient individual.
Yes, he is.
However, he has been freed from his shackles of NPC-ness, and he is now an officially a main character. However, maybe... Ooh, this is more difficult than I was hoping for.
I mean, the game is typically pretty quick, so we can just keep going
I
round
know,
and round and
I
round.
know, I guess that, but go left.
Okay, we'll obey him.
Miss the door. Meh. You can't go back because you listened. Click on everything. Wait, there's
Okay. Ooh.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a
Ultra.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
I
office,
can't.
hoping he might
think.
find an answer there.
R.A.P. Friends. Okay. Marketing Monday. Oh, good lord. Pranking floors meeting. Okay. Targets. Push for funding for R&D of new coffee machine. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are to synergize. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergist guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of standardized graphs 40 times wide.
What?
Future was yesterday, tomorrow is now.
You said Stanley something?
Hmm?
Stanley something, you said.
Oh, probably like I'm supposed to go and do something. I'm just looking around because why not? There might be new details. Synergizing core global value paradigms of 2012 to... I have no idea. Have you ever find yourself...
Oh god.
Oh.
Land life. Transcend.
Football. Talk less. Do unbelievably amazing work all the time, every day, with no exception or expectation of promotional recognition. Do not get fired.
Well, that's what I've been doing wrong.
There we go. What do people want? Things.
Graph
Happy
about
feelings.
things and
Violet
money.
James, you are fired. Money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs. Graphs about things or money. We have our new product. Everyone is unique. Most of all. What is hot? Profits, 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 profits. Okay.
You missed the training session. Oh.
Huh?
You need to continue the training session. Until the end.
Which charts on the same graph depict the same information? What? Rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please no. Boss appreciation minute. Cyclops 23 love about your boss. Solving interpersonal conflict. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined towards conflict unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflict. Mitosis! Of course! I dream of mitosis.
Just keep going. Just keep going until the end. No, seriously, just keep clicking it. See if anything changes.
It just cycles. It's just on a loop.
Boo!
Monetize free to play. Synergize core value expenditures. God.
Wow. Monetize free to play as if that actually happened.
What would they even do for something like this? And they're like,
Graphs about money and stuff. We have no, don't go in yet. Oh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nope. Start looking around for stuff.
there is actually some special stuff if you just stay here.
Bottom corner. Wait. There. Under there.
What?
I don't know. It just feels like there could be like a secret floor.
Well, no. Watch this.
That Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Why is Stanley still in the closet?
In here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Continue to annoy.
Was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
This is canon now.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. This broom closet, explored it a bit, and we're just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. In a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Very
Thank
responsible.
you.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby, the person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost. All right, once you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Just there we go.
Wait.
Corpse. What?
See if there's one more.
I have done this multiple times and no, there isn't. However, watch this.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. Guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before.
Go back in.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. You can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
A fish, a fungus.
I love the sarcasm of that. It's great.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I wonder what's downstairs.
Yeah? Okay. Ooh. I have no idea what that... Can I crouch? No. Oh, no, I can. I have no idea what that is. Hi, Louis. Oh, God, I can't read that.
Yeah. Nor me. I don't think it's meant to be legible.
I would imagine that someone has managed to blow that up or find its texture so you can read it properly, but for now.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Wait,
And
this
as
is...
Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
You know, yeah.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. At last, he came
Crazy.
to a conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
Yes, logical. Mm.
Relieved Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
Certainly.
He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
Yeah.
To go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
Yes.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Ooh.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
Huh.
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
Do you have one of those?
And while I thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words,
He ate the red pill.
after all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical
He's got too much brain energy.
How else would the voice explain all that?
Are you
This
ready?
voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want.
It can be
I
done.
want my apartment.
It
and my
shall be
wife,
done.
And my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been.
We just need to believe.
My life is normal. I am normal.
Now tap your heels together.
Yes.
I am okay.
False.
Uh-oh.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
And then it did.
Is that the end of that one?
This
Yep.
is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
How beautiful.
Oh, poignant story. Yeah, this is part of the reason why I absolutely adored this game, because it's just that sort of, it's lovely and funny, but it also manages to land some really strange existential horror on you and just some bizarre ideas.
Oh, that was scary as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Essentially a video game character has realised that he's not real. That's a heck of a thing.
Hey, now should we do the computer thing?
Hmm?
There was a computer back there.
What's there?
That was. Oh.
No
Ah.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm looking for like some of the new things. Okay, we're coming up to the choice room.
Go left again.
When
Okay.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Into the office.
Yeah.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Who to
Feeling a
do?
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Bi-quarterly post-review. Okay. Sure. And then up the stairs this time, yeah?
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It's so picturesque here in White Void.
Hurts my eyes.
I know. Ooh. Ooh.
Fancy toilet.
Because the boss knows that what the boss says goes, if the boss suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose. Huh. Extreme bathrooms.
Time.
Time magazine. The magazine
With a clock
about...
on it, yeah.
Yeah, the magazine about time. Oh.
Oh.
Ugh. 3 out of 10. You can't flush the toilets.
Shit.
Ooh. Oh, we can go in here. What is that picture?
Panda.
Business strategy. Just hold a gun to a panda. Sure. Okay. I'm not certain what that is.
Doors monthly.
Doors Monthly. Ah, I love that. Did you read last week with the
But that was last month.
Yeah, oh, sorry. Yeah. You know, the last was it the last issue with the walnut pine sanded? I mean, pure naked.
Didn't think anything could ever top the mahogany polished.
I mean, there was also the triple hinged. You know, with the brass handles.
I'm a sucker for a really good doorknob. Though.
Oh yeah.
You know, there's something special about the more rustic feel of a brass doorknob on a simple white background. And especially when that white is just general multi-purpose oak wood.
Yes.
That has been painted.
Yes.
And just I don't know. It's the classic. It makes you feel like you're in a sterile environment, and I think that's quite poetic and beautiful at times.
Yeah, simple. Though I will say something controversial.
No.
Okay, I will.
Tell me.
Fine. Flannel. I'm not so what the fuck we're on about.
I disagree. No. The boss's office. We have to go into the other room.
I know. This used to be a random. Hello, Borlak. This used to be a random chance thing. Ooh.
Hello, mighty Borlog.
This used to be a random chance that this thing would spawn. I wonder if it still is here.
Maybe it will explode.
Actually, assumingly it just stops at, like, I don't think it goes anywhere. I think we just sit here forever.
Oh?
Yeah, we just sit here forever. It's just a time waster, if I remember correctly, but it's possible this version means that it's different.
Check this out on that screen. No.
No. Oh, the beige pages.
Oh, yes.
Fantastic for all the most boring places to call. Oh, there's an exploit for this, which we might do. in a bit.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number, 2845.
Oh.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
No, he couldn't. So, look over here. He's got a certificate of purpose. I think that's pompop. Is that pompopper? Pompop? Pompopper? Pomposity. Well, that's either that or purposefulness.
2845.
Yes. But we couldn't possibly know it, so who cares?
2845.
Yes, all right. 2845. I think we can fail this and still mess around with it.
Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh my goodness. What are they doing? Those monsters.
You've entered the dark room.
Oh, there's nothing here. I keep expecting like new stuff to happen.
Oh, remember I thought it was a drop for some reason.
No.
Can you actually imagine though leaving your little office and then everyone was gone? That would be incredibly disconcerting. Like, in general, when you actually think about this game, it's kind of scary, the concept. Imagine just you're alone.
Well, just imagine that anyway. I mean, in any situation, you're just sitting, I don't know, like you're just sitting in a cafe. You look down, look up, everyone's gone randomly.
And it's like it's always been that way as well.
Yeah, just
like, it's not
sudden
like there's
rapture.
Yeah. Like, imagine, like that'd be really interesting. Like, like the premise of a novel in a really weird way. Sort of like the rapture occurred, but you kind of just sat through it and didn't notice, and now all of a sudden, you're like, wait a minute, I'm the only one here.
Yeah.
Everyone else went to heaven or hell, and I'm just here on Earth.
Left behind!
Left behind, in a way, in a really strange way, and you need to spend for yourself before you go insane.
Yes.
And you will go insane. Desperately looking for other people.
Have you ever seen some of the movies Christians have made about being left behind after the rapture?
No.
They are hilarious.
Why?
Because for the most part, they are trying to make it look as awful as possible to be left behind on Earth after everyone's been raptured. And it's the weirdest thing. I mean, one of them has got Nicolas Cage in.
Interesting.
Yeah, the idea is that the pilots of a plane have been raptured, and now Nicolas Cage has got to try and land this plane with like I think only some of the fuel and like people going mad or something in the back. It's a bit
I
weird.
think it'd be really interesting to instead be stuck in a situation. I saw something on the wall that said escape or something.
If light is on, immediately call 914 immediately. You could try that.
Oh.
You know, I really want a game that happens after the rapture. You and the largest of humanity are left, and you have to restart civilization. I mean, Harvest Moon, but more modules to contribute things. Yeah, that could be fun.
I mean, I just like the concept of imagining just being left behind, and now you're alone. You actually experience true loneliness, and to be honest, true silence. Imagine a world where all sound has disappeared, and not in the sense of you're deaf, because deaf people still hear something. It's just not.
What? Just nothing creates vibrations at all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be weird.
No, it's been scientifically proven that if you if there is no sound, people can go crazy really quickly.
Oh yeah.
Like a room devoid of any sound, and I'm talking about in the state that we mentioned just now, you will go insane incredibly quickly because you immediately start hearing your own voice, essentially.
Yeah. No distractions whatsoever. Heck, the opposite extreme is incredibly disconcerting as well. There's rooms which have such high echoes that that you're able to hear your heartbeat and other things and digesting food.
Hello, Cirrus Flare.
Hello, Cirrus. Really, Blair. Oh, apparent. Can we actually go back up?
Maybe we can try.
Let's see if it does.
Hell yeah!
We can.
Up we go.
Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up.
We found one of the new things. Yay!
Yeah.
He knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office.
I don't know.
Great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Oh, it's probably just get. Ooh. I mean, I don't know. This is new, so I don't know what's going to happen.
You go in there, your boss is just sitting there.
Oh, maybe. I mean, an actual NPC in this game would be groundbreaking,
Here we
but
are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Wait.
I'm sorry. I need to. There's a lot of sarcasm upon me. Suddenly, I do apologise. You did take your sarcasm poisoning pills before we did this, right? Yeah. Oh dear. I wonder. What was
2845.
No. It was one. Oh, okay. That's not gonna. No. Okay. 2845. What if we do just sit here?
Keep going. 4, 6, 2, 3. 4, 6. Was it 4285 or was it 4825?
The Bite of 87. No.
1984.
Well, that's not a bad note. And what bad one to throw in? No. I don't think there's any special significance.
I think.
Okay, we're allowed to do this. I just don't know what for. So, can we walk out?
No.
Nope. Okay. We're sort of stuck here until we go back down. Alright.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
Hey, Karen. How about we go back up?
Ah, what if we did?
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
No, let's not. Let's just see what happens.
We were going to go forward into the spooky corridor. To go back up in the elevator.
Let's drive him insane. Let's drive him insane.
Yes.
Office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time?
I mean, this is the Stanley Parable. We can drive him mad in numerous ways.
Oh my god.
Excellent. Good. Peak sarcasm has been achieved.
Okay, I think we did it. We broke him.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time.
Oh no.
So essentially, we've wasted his time. Now he's going to waste ours. Well played.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it.
Good.
I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality.
Excellent.
No.
Before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Great. Now let's go into the elevator
Then go back up.
and then go back up again. Just see how far we go with this.
Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
I'm pretty certain you can't do this in the the original HD version. So I think
You
this
know
is
what to
new,
do.
or at least it's new to me anyway. Right. And let's see how long they'll let us do this. There's a very real possibility that the narrator will just blow the console up or something.
You know what? I just thought of something. Hold on.
Hang on, didn't we go straight past the...
Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator.
Huh.
The suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious. So
God, he's going to
Like
make
the
us
way we
wait.
chat.
take this elevator ride nice
Yeah,
and slow.
there we go.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over again. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, though I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life.
What?
Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better. Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
Wait,
Oh, good lord. World's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed.
how we did
Did
it.
it.
The,
The
pyramids.
The guy who went to Mars. Live on stage, all eyes on Stanley. I'm just waiting for this to be just The Office again or something. World peace, baby. Hooray! Stanley, tonight live on stage.
Just through this door.
Go through that door.
Can't.
What's this?
Storyteller Stanley. World's first sentient machine. It probably will be one of those, honestly. Doing great. A conversation with Alexander the Great. To stage. Welcome, Stanley.
I've told them you're going to speak a little bit
Almonds,
about the
chair,
unique
gun,
side of
table,
storytelling
nut bar.
and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley.
No, look upwards. Look up.
Okay. It looks
There's
like
more
the
ones on the
real.
wall over there.
Go get 'em.
Look up there.
The Lord. Meet and greet.
Okay.
I think that's a meet and greet with God.
427.
47. Yeah, that's the office.
That's our office. Yeah.
Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from, your co-workers. Okay. Up and down, up again, and down again. Stanley still. Break a leg champ, your boss story. Stanley, me, dad, age 6. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You are cool. Good luck on stage. Rock on. Oh, your boss sent 2 notes. I love the way you ride elevators.
Break a leg, champ.
No one tells stories the way you do. Go get him, Tiger. Stanley, my true love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife from the apartment ending. Which we might see later. We don't know.
I love that. Up again, down again.
No.
Stanley
Oh, there's the back of the book. An unforgiving account of ups as well as downs. Highs and lows. Isn't that what life's about? We may genuinely have to up the sarcasm medication at this point.
Wait, what's that?
The dude who came up with the pizza.
Fucking hell. Oh, for me?
Yes. Hello, everybody. Thank you. I'm so glad you could come out here with all 3 frames of your animation.
We're back in the office. We found something new.
That was wonderful. That was absolutely wonderful. Oh, check the computers. No.
Just gonna go to the toilet real quick.
Yeah, okay.
And yes, this is funny stuff.
I love this game. Oh, we got another one. Okay, good.
Sweet.
We might be able to get the secret ending.
Woo!
I want to wait because there's a real possibility that there's a door that says new content. That's got to be fun. I am expecting that to immediately shut as soon as I get anywhere near it, because that's the kind of game which we're playing. But hey. Yeah, no, Borlog, I think, I'm pretty certain you were around like years ago when I played like almost the side game from this guy, Davey Wallace, I think. Walsh? Can't remember now, damn it. Wallace. Anyway, but yeah, which is the beginner's guide, which is supposed to be him talking about a friend of his who used to create video games and so on. So yeah, so this is the same guy who made this sort of stuff. And yeah, no, the Stanley Parable is just, oh god, such amazing sarcasm and ridiculous ideas, and just toying with the reality of this bizarre little world. It's so much fun. Yeah, the beginner's guide is a very different thing, which is this almost emotional sort of exploration of stuff. Hello there, Chronic. Good to see you. But yeah, this almost emotional aspect of not only going through this, though, through the not only probably what Davies did as a result of becoming the Stanley Parable, and the pressures of trying to come up with new things and find something worth putting out, but also the dwarf game. I am not playing the dwarf game. We are playing the Stanley Parable Ultimate Edition. Oh, hang on. When I was there we go. When I was updating the stream information, I didn't hit the done button. So, yeah, it's still in the same game. Damn. Oops. Yeah, no, I've updated Twitch's information. That's better. Yes, good to see everyone. Makerplayer. Who's Makerplayer? Oh. Good to have you. Good to have you either way. All good. All good. All good. I can't get rid. Great. Yes. No. There we go. We've updated the thing. Jay's gone to the toilet for a sec. So. I want to move forwards, but I don't. But I want Jay to see it too. Anything exciting? Anyone doing anything interesting this weekend? I don't think it'll vanish if I walk away, because it's randomly generated addition thing. No, it's still there. I expect to see the adventure line at some point, which we probably will when we've actually seen it. Working on me over the weekend. So like working out, or...
So, what did you start with? Did you do any other endings?
No. I hit this, right? So I wanted to wait.
New content room!
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
I am fully expecting this to just close as soon as we get anywhere near it.
Yeah, same,
okay.
To be honest.
Right?
Let's do this.
We've been building this up. 3, 2, 1.
Oh!
No! It's letting us through.
New content? What does that mean? New content.
Can we close this door and go this way? No? Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
New content?
New content?
New
in pod form?
In park form! Don't you remember Alf? He's back! In park form!
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released
Oh no!
on home computers.
You know those little ones, those little like
Receiving critical and commercial success. It was
museums where you get on the thing and yeah.
with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
It's gonna be the same old content.
It probably is.
So far, it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Yes.
The elevator's not moving.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Also, Chronic, good luck on Pathfinder.
2E or normal?
Probably 2E.
Initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Mostly tedious. It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
And it's a room.
The jump circle.
The new addition is the ability to jump.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh my god.
My God!
I need to do this.
We can ascend!
Hey, we have 35 jumps remaining.
Oh, bloody hell. Ye gods. Tanky Dwarf sounds awesome. I'm sure you'll do well. Remember shields. Shields are very good.
Yes.
Any shield skills you can get are great.
Keep going. Keep going. Go.
And
Go.
6, 5,
Go.
4,
Go.
3,
Go.
2,
Go.
1.
Go. Uh-oh.
We have no more.
Jump again.
We have no more.
Oh,
No more.
we're
No
out of
more.
jump.
We're out of jumps. We'll have to wait for the ultra super chocolate covered deluxe now.
Oh no. I was enjoying that. That's really good new content.
This is the first time I've ever jumped in one of these games. It's incredible.
I know, right? Holy potatoes.
Wow, that was worth the money.
You can jump approximately 36 times.
I have never seen that cable before.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, well,
Is that it?
yeah.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I mean, we drove you nuts by going round and round in an elevator, so there's something. But you don't remember that, so it's okay.
Ups and downs.
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
I'm riveted, are you not?
Meta commentary on DLC.
You pretty much, yeah.
I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good.
Ah.
I
Oh
knew there
no.
was something else. Let's see. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Oh, no. I was just expecting them to just loop the
I was
jumping
expecting
thing.
another
Yeah.
jumping circle.
Okay, healing abilities are extremely important
Yes.
in Pathfinder 2 because you are going
Combat
to
is
be
a lot more punishing.
you're going to be beaten the hell out of. Make
Yeah.
sure you have as many health potions and elixirs as possible, and if depending on whether you have
Battle medicine.
yes. And battle medicine, if you're not a magical healer, is very important. If you are a
Godless
magical
healing
healer,
as well.
oh yes.
Godless healing.
Yes. Anyway, onwards.
Onward!
Thank you for enjoying the
no.
new content.
You've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their family
Oh my goodness.
for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore."
Does it?
The Quality Assurance Department signed off on this. I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold
Yes, it does.
them accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content.
What level are you starting as, Chronic?
Expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Okay.
He's a... That makes sense.
Yeah, actually, at level 5,
Yeah,
you could do quite a bit.
because if you had 25 at level 1, that's god tier. Also, this is different.
Yes, it is. It's very different. What's going on? Where are we?
I hate Mondays. What?
247. There's the old office.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
No, don't.
No?
I don't know. I want to check up the stairs first.
Yeah, let's check it up here. That looks more normal.
Yeah, let's not take normal. Not yet.
Okay, so if I push crouch, there we go. Ooh. This is getting very Half-Life.
We're gonna end up in our office now.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be, but it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be.
Oh no.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Oh, we're gonna drop into the original mod, I betcha.
What?
What? Oh, we are going way off the deep end here.
I call it the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Yeah, we're going way off the map now. Okay. Alright. This looks lovely.
Go memory zone.
Hooray.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity.
Uh-huh.
Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Don't forget. It's all the cargo operator's manual. Yeah, okay. It's all the new magazines. I'm pretty certain you know that this is indicative of like old Windows packs and things.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh dear, oh dear. Hey! It's their little awards. It's a yeah. The fact that it's taped on. That's excellent. I think it did actually win a BAFTA. I think it did somewhere. Yeah. Good times. Aww. Aww.
In a strange way, whenever I see Polaroids like that, it just reminds me of Life is Strange, if you've ever seen it.
Yes. Yeah, but I suppose that's because it's very, very much like... Wait, how long did you have to not be playing the Stanley Parable for to get that achievement? 5 years. You had... One of the achievements is genuinely not to play the Stanley Parable for about 5 years and then sign in.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the kind of bizarre aspect of this game, which it revels in. It's great. Postcards of 2013. Okay. I don't think I've got it because I don't remember.
2013.
I think there's like original scripts or something. My first kiss, my first car, the release of Stanley Parable in 2013. Zone Sweet Zone.
The memory zone.
Uh-huh. Trip down memory lane. Aww.
Smile because it happened.
Little offices and things. Assumingly the first dollar they made with the game. Stanley. Oh, this is the demo, which was very strange. Go. There we go. Go outside. Don't play for 5 years. I don't think I have it, unfortunately. Or fortunately. Unachievable. It is impossible to get this achievement. I think technically there is a way of getting it.
Probably.
I mean, this game is bizarre. This game, the original, and I don't know if it's still in this, is that if you try to activate server cheats, it will put you in a sin bin. Yeah, here we go. Nominee for a BAFTA. Nominee for a BAFTA. Nominee for a BAFTA, which is very cool. Video game releasing to get... Hooray! Creators surprisingly down to earth. Rutgers goes from scandal to new crisis. Business leaders pushing election of council allies. 50% off designer hat, but small creature owns the other half. Colleges show uneven effort to enroll poor. Costs hinder new tack to achieve diversity. Today, late edition. Today, sunny, hot, humid, high 82. Tonight, clear to partially cloudy, warm and humid, low 74. Tomorrow, sun and clouds, hot, humid, high 90. Weather map, page A18. Okay, all the news that's fit to print. Deals tough choices. And there's the insanity ending. Oh, this is quite nice. Picturesque. Relaxing.
Zone, sweet zone. Oh, that's actual music.
In loving memory of little Stanley. Oh, I think that's a hamster. Huh.
The language changed.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was
It was Persona 3!
It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Not only do I love the fact that, like, this is up to date enough that yes, it even accounts for for Sterling's.
Stephanie Sterling.
Yes, for Sterling's change of gender, but also that like the narrator actually does a half decent impression.
I just really like the fact it's every single one. It's Persona 3.
It's Persona 3. No, it's nothing. Oh, bloody hell. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, the original. Oh, okay. God damn. Oh, yeah. No, for those who don't know, apparently the Hammer editor is a real beast. It's a pain in the ass to do. So, yeah, it's a fascinating... What's down here? Oh, okay. Thought we'd be able to break it or something. Top 10 memories from the Stanley Parable. good lord.
It's almost disturbing though.
Yeah. Frankly, it is disturbing. This is just strange. Your number is 29. Okay, one of the have you ever seen some of the trailers for this? Okay, when this was coming out, one of the jokes was that they had some letter come in from some strange man, and the suggestion that this was a game that needed to be serious and to be allow you to do whatever you want. So as a result, they created a mock version of the game where you could do anything you want, and as a result, you prepared snake oil sales. You were preparing a snake oil salesman routine so that you could like impart a spirit into this old bicycle or something bizarre like that, right? It was actually to the point where I think there's a special thing you can input somewhere where all of the voice lines are changed so that the narrator just says, I think it's like, I can't remember his name, but the name of the guy who wrote that letter, just to annoy him. And there is the bicycle, assumingly.
From Destructoid.com.
Carpet textures!
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
This is like an ego stroke and a
and a self dunk all in the same breath. It's amazing.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Ooh.
I wouldn't give to go back, to have it
Could
all
I?
over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Good question.
Oh no.
reviews.
Oh, Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, an online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Oh,
Surely these
man.
reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! It is funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
He's gonna try a random gag at some point, isn't he?
I don't know. I really don't know. We are off the deep end as far as I'm concerned.
This is the narrator went insane ending.
Oh, there's a number of the narrator has gone insane endings, to be perfectly honest.
Okay, let's see what this is.
Oh no.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
Okay, the narrator got depressed ending.
I guess so.
Oh no, another one.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Oh dear.
There it is. The skip button.
Testing it out, I guess. Okay, there's nothing back here.
Oh god.
Here we go.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it.
Don't click it yet. Hold and wait.
And I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people.
This will just restart us, I think.
Silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much, and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore... Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of
Press it
unnecessary
again.
verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations.
Before he finishes talking.
Well, there's sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
Again.
That's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the
Let's not.
has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just wait. How do we get out of here? Where did the door go?
Yeah, the
Door
door's
that led
gone.
into this room? I don't feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere? A porthole? A
No.
sufficiently large crack in the wall?
No, we're stuck.
Oh, no, we're stuck.
Step away from the skip button to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before, wasn't there? I swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall? Is there any possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave?
No, not that kind of made game.
At all. I'm asking you to work with me here. We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment, and I'm going to try to find us a door. I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way Do not press the skip button. Just wait here. Wait here for me.
Don't do it,
Then
Karen.
press the skip button. Got it? Yes. Good. I'll be right back.
Let's give it like 3 minutes, okay? So until he has found the thing, let's have a discussion or something. See if he actually really does come back.
It's that sort of game. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know if he'll actually come back.
He might. He might.
He might come back if we wait long enough.
Yeah, but this kind of game, it's also very, very possible that it's that the amount of time you have to wait is like 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's fine. We got an audience to entertain, you know?
Okay, yeah. So.
Skip button? No. No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
no,
good.
no, no, don't press the skip button. So, but this game is actually really interesting. I've, as I mentioned before, I've never actually played it. I saw a few videos based off it, but the sarcasm that drips from this man's voice is like...
It's wonderful, isn't it?
It's not a drip. It's like a constant stream that's like coagulated sarcasm that just dribbles down the chin and then just oozes down and doesn't stop. It just keeps falling and falling and falling.
Pure, unadulterated sarcasm. It's kind of amazing.
So which is better, 5e or 13th Age? Well, here's a very interesting thing. I have never played 13th Age, so I'm going to have to say 13th Age because 5e is shit.
5e is...
Your move, Atheist.
5e is decent. 13th Age is just better.
I just don't like 5e really. I ever since playing Pathfinder 2e, I don't want to go back.
No, I don't. No. I am doing my best to make 5e far more palatable and far more interesting, but
it's just not.
No. I really want to go back to other systems as well, just because. Yeah, Pathfinder is just so much better for character building and robustness, and the fact that so many there's so many actions you can
I like
do.
the
but it's
ideas
all...
they've come up with too.
Yeah,
Paizo have come up with some really unique things. It's stray from the conventional.
Yeah,
and I just simply think it's really fun.
Yeah,
I don't like 5e because it feels like it's the kitchen sink done wrong, not the kitchen sink done right.
5e's strengths tend to be that it's streamlined, it's got some good ideas, and it's very easy to get into, but the game balance isn't there, and and your character creation just isn't huge.
Yep.
It's deep as a puzzle.
Chronic, you're absolutely correct. What I call 5e is essentially the gateway drug of tabletop role-playing games in the modern age. However, it is, as Kieran once aptly put, and I have always used this terminology ever since he was the one who created it, it is the game you graduate away from.
Yeah. It's good, and you either end up modifying it until it's something else, or you just play something else.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, most people will eventually just play something else.
You say that, but I know I know a bunch of people who still play 5e and they refuse to try anything new. They just, I think,
it's a shame because there's a lot of really nice.
There
systems.
are a lot of people who, pardon my rudeness here, are lacking in the ability to learn new rules.
Well, it's ability is honestly
willingness as well.
Yeah, there's the willingness and that's the thing. But there is also that sort of thing of like you've not only got to learn it as a DM, but you've also got to teach it to all your players as well, and they've got to be willing to get on board. And if you end up picking something which not everyone is going to be okay with, then yeah, you got problems there, right? So. Like Pathfinder is fantastic, but for example, I do have a few players who already struggle with 5th edition, so having to add the extra expense of figuring out how the hell how to communicate for that sort of thing. But yeah, it also depends on the sort of type of player which you want to play. fifth edition is okay for almost all, for a lot of different player types. It probably caters more to like wargamers and fighters, and people who are looking to battle things a lot more effectively. But encounters and social interactions and other more weird and esoteric sort of ideas are a lot harder, because
I would argue that the rules light element of 5e makes it the opposite. I feel like Pathfinder, it has so much stringent rules on it that combat feels like there's a structure to it that you can actually get on board with, but that also applies for your social and like events and stuff like that. Those also have rules for it, which I think is great.
Yes.
5e's unique strength is the fact that it's rules light, but that's also its biggest weakness, because at times you have to put so much stress on the DM to just come up with snapshot ideas, because honestly, the book literally tells you, I don't know, man, it's what the DM says.
Just do whatever. I mean, yes, there's always rule 0, which is that the DM is king and can say whatever they want, and it's their game. They are if they say that a rule doesn't exist anymore or change it, they can, because it's their game, right? But and then rule 0.5 is that the DM is always trying to do the best, so they won't always change. But anyway, but yeah, it's like fifth edition is fine, but because it's trying to be all things to all men, so it doesn't always meet those expectations, and you really have to hammer and work at it until it meets those expectations for very specific things. Pathfinder, on the other hand, is a lot more focused, so it's a lot, because it's crunchier, it means that it can handle things like it has entire rules for intimidation during combat, for coercion, for social encounters, for learning things.
They don't have rules for it.
Yeah.
As weird as that sounds, like they're like this. Literally in the book, it goes, this armor, armor made from dark wood is lighter and sturdier than armor made from sturdier than other wooden armor. Please note, there are no wood armors inside of this book. Yeah. So essentially, it's telling you, if you do create a wood armor, make sure dark wood is stronger.
Yes. Yeah, it'll tell you things. But like 5th edition, and mostly this is on Wizards of the Coast more than anything else, 5th edition keeps dropping the ball on actually giving you some hard information. For example, magic weapons and magic items. They don't have a hard value, unlike they do in 5th edition, and I think they might do in 13th Age, I can't remember. But 5th edition gives you a range of options rather than a hard value to actually work with.
Yeah, because you got to think of it like this. 5th edition, it's like, well, it's a 3rd level item, so not a 3rd level. It's like it's a rare item, so it's worth roughly this. But I'm sorry, but there are some rare items which are worse than uncommons, and all of that. And the point is that the cost of how much this should actually feasibly cost is just.
It's esoteric and strange, but that is something which a DM can then shift around and do. But the fact that you have to do so to this extent,
the DM needs to be skilled enough to actually understand what is broken and what is not. And I'm going to be honest, there are some people I've seen who are like, oh, that's not broken, and then I go, no, listen to me, you do this, you use it in this situation, and they go, oh.
Yeah, and 5th edition is supposed to be your entry point, so they don't give you enough information to then make it your entry point. It's daft, right?
And also, I'm just going to say this, the Wizard of the Coast books are really poorly written.
They are garbage. Like, I tried reading through Curse of Strahd at some point, right? And I seriously hate the fact... Where is the damn thing? Here we go. Curse of Strahd requires you to have this thing, the Tyro deck. It is garbage for the amount of money I paid for this. I think this was like about £8.
Let me have a look at it.
Okay, here we go. So, this big box has this pack of pseudo tarot cards, which are plasticky and horrible. we
Because
go.
I actually own tarot cards.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, here's my deck of them, which I use for various weird things.
These feel disgusting.
They're awful.
They literally feel like plastic.
Yes, they stick together, so you can't shuffle them properly.
Which means you can't get the variation, which is what tarot cards are meant to be about.
They're disgusting, absolutely awful. But you need to use them in order to operate parts of Curse of Strahd. And then that's also ignoring the fact that the book is just
Poorly written.
Yeah, it's poorly laid out.
Everything, yeah. Like for example, when I was running, this is gonna be funny. I ran Lost Mines of Phandelver, right? And the art is just crap too. Sorry.
It's okay, but
basically, what I want to say is that I was running Lost Mines of Phandelver, right?
yeah.
And I was told that I made it into a really good thing. I completely rehauled it. It wasn't even Lost Mines of Phandelver at the end. I made it all my own.
Yeah.
And honestly, the books don't give you an actual cohesive storyline. They literally just give you a bunch of stuff that could happen for the most part and go with it. Do what you want. And honestly, that's crap because you're buying a module, so you don't need to do that. Modules exist for the DM who doesn't want to have to create their own world.
Yeah.
And whilst I am happy to create my own world, I have done that. Oh, and there's something that'll be interesting for anyone listening, and for you especially, I think.
Yeah, seeing as the Stanley Parable has magically turned us into a podcast, please continue.
Okay. I am actually planning a campaign for that's my own world
Yes.
in a phallosocracy. On the
A what, sorry?
a phallosocracy, which is basically phallasa. It's basically the sea, right? So it's a sort of navy-run government.
Right.
Where it's on the coast. It's a capital city.
Yeah.
It you start off as at a funeral, right? For your captain.
Yeah.
You find out you've been saddled with debt, and the company has been in dire straits, but not due to his own fault, but due to exorbitant rates that he could never pay back. Sort of a devil's deal which he could never pay back. And now you guys, his loyal employees, those who were his family by all but blood, are saddled with his debt.
Okay, I'm going to say that I kind of love I always love love an adventure where you have a defined role. You know what I mean? Rather than just like, oh, you're adventurers, you turn up in a tavern, you do this and
you were all
shove people together.
You were all a part of his crew was. You were originally privateers.
Yeah.
But that means you hunted other pirates.
Yes.
But what happened is because of this incident, your company gets shut down. The only thing that you have which distinguishes you now is the whole campaign is pay back a 10,000 gold debt, which consistently gets larger, and I will allow the players to try and come up with unique ways to try and make money.
Yeah.
That's the entire premise of it's a hex crawl. So, and there are going to be like hidden events on every single hex. Time taken. It will be different depending on the ocean currents, depending on the sea breeze that day. So you actually need to check up the weather before you set out. And essentially, the concept of it is you need to make this money back, and you meet a Tengu magpie accountant for yourselves, who is fresh out of college, offering the cheapest rates, and he pretty much explains to you that he likes the job because he likes the shinies.
I kind of adore the idea. That sounds like a great idea. Because I love the idea of I love games where you have like a defined job, Like I've got a few of those in my setting as well, and I think even the Pathfinder thing, like the Pathfinder organization, is like for explorers or something, isn't it? Yeah. So it's not just adventurers or for D&D or just randos that wander around. You have a thing you're doing.
But the thing I like about this concept is that I want the players, because I was planning on this interviews as an event for every. And no, for example, someone wants to be a chef, right?
Yes.
You're gonna get a bloody interview about that. I will make you go through an interview. I'm not gonna say roll a dice, let's see how well you did. No, convince me you want this job. I will genuinely do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I will make you have to prove to me that your character is good enough or has the dedication to actually want this, and you will have to hunt. You will need to go out into the world and get your riches. You will need to pay back monthly fees. You will meet bizarre people, like you might find a dungeon which you never knew existed before. You might get sent to jail into what I call the what's the word called? It's like I call it the what's the brig, essentially. It's what it's called. And it's a sort of jail that goes down into the sewer system of this great aristocracy.
Oh wow. Okay. But yeah, it's that's interesting, because it's almost like the first act which the party has to do is how they're going to try and tackle the game through their party makeup, and how they think they are going to manage to do what they need to do.
And the thing is the idea is that all of you are saddled with the debt proportionate to the amount of shares that he would have given you of the business upon and he wasn't doing it to screw you over. In fact, you guys were very close to he was very close to paying back all his debt until he died.
Yeah.
But because he died, all of a sudden the company gets shut down and liquidated.
Yeah.
And to be honest, part of it is given the insinuation that the debt collectors know this, because you're paying it back too quick.
Yeah.
So there's a real sort of conspiracy there, but really you lot are just scrappy people who have been trying to make your way in this world, and now you need money to pay back a debt which was not your own.
There's a lot of things you can do with that. That would be cool. But yes, Chronic's been going nuts in the chat.
This would be Pathfinder 2E.
Yeah, this would be Pathfinder 2E. Yeah. And oh god, yeah, the campaign that brought us together, because Chronic's a friend of mine from university, and that game, I miss those. That was awesome. I loved playing as the Tack family. It was great. The Vale family. It was great. Actually, that's another point against 5e. Remember how toolproof the proficiency in 5e had no info on what they did before Xanathars, and even then, not much more. Yeah, I know, but. Actually, a little bit to add to this, because 13th Age has some really cool things 5th edition. I wish 5th edition had. So little things like it goes a little bit more storyteller in aspects, but also messes around with it so that it's still crunchy enough. So it has like 4th edition powers and abilities and things, some of them which proc on different results of the dice. And some of them, they also have like special abilities and things. It also brings back the idea of spellcasters needing to memorize their spells and having proper spell slots which are exhausted, and you have to fill spell slots repeatedly with the same spell in order to use it multiple times. So cantrips and at will. And it brings back the idea of at will, daily, and encounter things, so that you can only use them a certain number of times in a match, an encounter rather. And then you've also got things like so they did away with skills, and they instead created a system which is based around you only have your background and aspects of your character. So instead of having skills, you instead rolled on an aspect of your character. So for example, I had let's say I had a wizard at some point who was supposed to be a pompous git, right? I made that specifically a part of his character that I could roll on. That he's a pompous wizard who, who thinks very highly of himself, or yeah, or
I want to quickly say this. Can I just mention something? Number one, I'm still needing to think of who I would want to be involved in this game. I know Julia is definitely wanting to be involved. Alex is definitely going to want to be involved.
Yeah.
Alex wants to be involved in everything. I don't blame her. But this is something that is quite near and dear to me. And I want to tell you, for example, I had this one idea. If someone wanted to be a bouncer, they would literally have to fight probably only like a level 1, a combat rating 1 thing solo.
Yeah.
But if you pissed off the interviewer, they were going to send their best men down there instead to fight you. And if you fail it, you're not getting the job. And I will make you suffer if you're crap at this. Like, this will be very much a can you survive in my capitalistic.
I see. So you're going to go full.
Oh yeah, I'm going to make you have to keep track of materials. If you ruin your clothes,
full immersion. Full immersion.
If you ruin your clothes, you're gonna have to buy new clothes. If you eat your food or you want to have something nice, I am going to tell you every time. Okay, so what do you want to eat? Do you want something nice? Yeah, that's nice. 4 gold.
Yeah.
You want to actually enjoy your food? Yeah. Okay. Good. I appreciate the RP. That's 4 gold, please. And it will genuinely be you guys having to manage this oppressive debt. And I know it's something that some people may not want to experience, because in a way it is a little stressful as a concept. But I think it'd be really fun for people who try to tackle this intrepidly.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely, from my experience, you do definitely enjoy a more simulationist and a bit more like full thought. And that's
I like to have everything sort of have a purpose and a sort of working to it that is congruent with the rest of the world. It's obviously there is room for fantasy, but even fantasy should work to the rules that have been set of the world.
Yeah. But yes. Sorry. I was in. But yes. So I was. So for example. But yeah. But okay. So 13th Age does this thing which I think is really cool. So, like I said, got rid of skills. You instead have aspects and you have background. So you have a number of points which you assigned to an aspect of your character, and you roll on that instead. Oh, hang on. We will allow it for now.
Well, yeah, and you know what? I respect anyone who wants to play that kind of style, Blaze Flashfire. However, we all have our own desires from a game and our own wants, and I think people who want to play that sort of game should find a DM which likes that kind of game, and then together everyone can have a wonderful experience.
Yeah.
But for like, I'm happy to play in games where it isn't so simulationist. However, does your friend have any
reasons for a town building mechanic? No idea. I imagine you are, because I know Chronic has been running a game recently with Foxy, and I think you've done so in whatever you've been working in.
But some people like that, and I'm happy to play in different styles. I mean, I play in Kieran's campaign.
Oh yeah, and I am a lot more loosey goosey and silly. I mean, one of my bigger influences is definitely Terry Pratchett, so that should tell you quite a bit about the sort of thing I threw together. So yeah, and we've managed to have some good time.
Yeah,
good
I
work
will. I operate highly by the principle of when in Rome do as the Romans do. In yours, I play as, hi, I'm Renoin.
yes, the screams of tidal wave as Runwin rips through another encounter. Oh boy, or Caleb. Caleb has been good fun to play with as well.
In American English, you twit. Who are you speaking to, Blaze
I
Flashfire?
have no idea, Blaze. What's going on?
Yeah, Blaze. Who hurt you?
Far
hurt
Cry
you?
New Vegas. What do you want? Fallout.
Are you okay, Blaze?
I don't know.
Are you angry at me? Or are you angry at the world? Or are you just... Or am I just misinterpreting what you're saying?
Just go back to the memory zone, Blaze. It's all right.
You know, yeah.
Remember 2013
When
the
Stanley
Parable
Parable
was
was
released. A perfect game that was sullied by everything. Do we want to push this damn button now?
No, not yet. We're going to wait
No.
just a bit longer.
No, I just finished an 8-hour questionnaire for jobs applications. Ooh. What was it? Like the realm, like the size of your arm? Wow.
No, it's okay. I don't mind Blaze talking like that. It's actually more, I was just wondering if Blaze was frustrated at my own preferences, or if I am just misinterpreting Blaze's way of talking, because we all have our own ways.
Yeah, there is always that problem that as soon as you're reduced to nothing but a little piece of text on a screen, it's intonation and
yeah, exactly. It's all
that
lost.
sort of thing
And
is all lost. So
like, really, I've played loads. I've ran quite a few campaigns with different methodologies. Even though I like a simulationist approach, this will be the first time I've actually ever run a simulation. Sort of thing. Usually my games are very more free flow, and I have a lot of plans, like intricate story plans, where I try to involve everyone's characters into the actual core narrative, even if I was running a module. But the issue is that sometimes you're also saddled with players that don't follow the kind of game that you want to run.
yeah,
And that's also a bit of a...
yeah, and you try and meet. Sometimes you have to try and meet them because, and I'm usually quite happy to try and do so, and I'll mess around with it, but it doesn't always work. But
Yeah, but so this is my first time wanting and running a simulation. I like full-bodied realism. When I'm playing an RP game, I try to truly get into the role. I mean, as you know,
Yes.
Runawin, where I literally just went around being gullible to the point of just ruining my experience at times. Like, oh, okay, that sounds like it's right. I'm just gonna listen to you.
yeah, to the point where I actually had like a major plot point of the character being taken in by someone who has not got their best interest at heart.
Yeah. Let's put it like that. Let's just stop
Yes,
it like
let's
that.
put it that way. And or Caleb as well being led by his heart rather than his brain and so on, which is a lovely thing to do, and neither of the players would do that. But no, it's been great
My
fun.
lady,
My lady,
I'm so sorry.
has to be done.
Please, just make sure that you're safe.
But yeah, it's good fun writing for you, and sometimes I get into full immersion in mil sims more than anything, because they
What's Milsims?
military simulations.
Oh right, America,
Yeah.
America, fuck yeah.
We can have one every so often. It's
Yeah,
alright.
we're almost at 30 minutes waiting for Stanley to come back. I sincerely hope he comes back soon.
Yes.
Let's wait until 10 past, and if it doesn't, then we press the button.
We've been waiting since 5:30.
No, we haven't. We've been waiting like since 34.
Oh, all right. Okay.
But I'm just... I have my own quirks as well, like we all do. So, Blaze, do you play TTRPGs then? I'm guessing you do.
Yes, no, I've been trying to stall the benefits of 13th Age. I'm sure Foxy has probably told you multiple
Yeah,
times
he has,
about
but
it,
every
yeah.
single time he was going to run anything for us, he just flaked.
Yeah, I know, but Foxy is a whole different, another kettle of something.
Tabletop roleplay games. I want to try 13th Age, but no one will run it for me.
I would like to when I've.
I want to play the monk, not simply because I don't know what it is. Because the book that I read didn't have it, so I was like, oh, I want to play one that's in the book.
But yeah, yes. Look, Chronic loves 13th Age, and with good reason, to be honest. I mean, things like.
Pathfinder's still my baby.
I know Pathfinder is still really good, but 13th Age is a lighter feat-based system. So you still have classes and you still have that sort of thing with feats and different bits and pieces, but it does mean that you have
Why do we need
variation.
more than 2?
Huh?
Why do we need more than 2 feet? I think I broke him, guys.
Anyway, but yeah, as I was saying, there's no there's no skills. You instead have you instead roll aspects of your character in the same way because you assign points to different things, which means that it's a lot more characterful and a lot more interesting. You've got different powers and things which you can proc in different ways. All magic items are sentient, which means that they all have different weird personalities. And every single character is required to have one unique aspect about them, so that they all have something unique to add to the thing. Even if it's something really weird. Like I played a character who was a warforged that's actually piloted by a tiny mouse.
To be honest, what I would love to play if I played Warforged ever. And this was an idea I had a long time ago, until both Eddie and Steph, suddenly were like, I'm playing Warforged, and I was like, fine, I can't play that character. But the idea of a Warforged that is a druid, and they cut their body has kind of been assimilated by mushrooms.
Yeah, and I remember you talking about this. The idea of almost like a like a wooden naturist kind of.
Yeah, it was like an old like sort of like those old wooden dolls that it probably didn't have as much sentience as it does now, but because mushrooms actually have the ability to control ants and make them do stuff, I thought, what if the mushrooms controlled me? What if I'm not really a person, but my mushrooms?
An amalgamation of mushrooms.
Yeah,
that could
much
be cool.
like a mushroom person.
That could be really interesting. Hold on to that for another game sometime.
Yeah.
Yes, the one unique thing is I have an incurable disease that no doctor, priest, or healer can cure, and it's terminal. Oh yeah, I remember that game. Yeah. Yeah, biotech is cool. Yeah, cackling soliloquist is a great example of 13th Age. 13th Age is a dedicated class for the necromancer, and essentially it reads like you play as a supervillain. So cackling soliloquist, I think, allows you to either extend a spell ability or something like that, or you can make a spell even more powerful by genuinely going into an evil diatribe.
You see, what is life anyway?
No, oh, for goodness sake.
All of you who feel like the end that life has a natural cycle that needs to be completed, you are all failing to see the potential of more opportunities, of...
Do you come with a skip button?
Never!
You're picking the mic.
Are you embarrassed, Kieran?
I should have seen this coming. But anyway.
But what about on life? Has anyone ever considered that you can accomplish so much more with just a few extra years? Why must the natural cycle be life then death? Why can't there be free life? on death. And then death. With just a bit more time, the most ardent of scholars who have spent their entire lives researching can learn so much more. The greatest minds of our civilizations, if just given a little bit more time. And you would deprive us of that due to some immutable things such as nature, such as a cycle? You madman! You are depriving the human race of the ability to progress. Why? Due to your short-sighted and cowardly. Okay, I'll stop.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you. Oh dear. Okay, so Chronic says that Cackling Soliloquist, if you spend your move action, your quick action, and your standard action casting a daily spell that ordinarily requires a standard action, while screaming grandiloquently, cackling maniacally, or megalomaniacally describing your plan.
I'm genuinely laughing now. I'm sorry, people.
So, cackling maniacally, or megalomaniacally describing the grandeur of your plans and the futility of your enemy's resistance. The daily spell is recharge 18 plus after battle instead of daily, and you can invent a slight improvement to the spell, especially if it's partly story oriented that provides an extra. So yeah, you can add little benefits which the DM can agree on.
I am terribly sorry, everyone. By the way, I'm a very energetic person, and I'm not usually like this.
This is what I have to DM for, which is sometimes fun and sometimes, oh good lord, what are you doing?
I am sorry. Look, I didn't mean to touch that woman. I mean...
Forget the skip button, we need a rewind button.
Hold up! but really,
yeah,
all jokes aside,
yeah, no.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
Oh yeah, icon dice in 13th age are cool. Anyway, now we're coming up. Okay, 2 hours, 2 minutes rather. Sorry. 2
more minutes.
Reason is because Crayola said you were streaming. Yeah. But yes, yeah.
The reason I am apologizing isn't because it's more because what happens if there were other people who were viewing this, who were for the first time like tuning in to see the great Tyro, and now they have to put up with me. Just think about that for a moment.
You've been here for a few weeks, so
yes. But the thing is first of all they have you, who is a streaming master, and then there is me, but a peon, a squire, somebody who is trying to aspire to your abilities, and I am dragging down the level of this stream exponentially. I am a travesty in comparison to your greatness. Thank you.
A performance for the ages.
Yes, what you would. Unfortunately, I'm only good at kiss-assing when I'm making a joke of it.
Yeah.
If I was that good at kiss-assing, I wouldn't get fired so often. What? Just let's be real.
Yeah.
God bless America.
Well, we've talked about nonsense for at least 30 minutes now.
Yeah,
and
time to press the skip button.
I guess so. Finally, we're doing... What is this game? Oh, good lord. Right, okay, hang on.
I actually don't want to click it anymore. Wait,
I bet it's
has
like
it?
45. Yeah, actual time has passed.
Holy.
I mean, the clock is off, but assumingly actual time has passed. I haven't been paying attention to this. We'll have to see. We'll have to watch it back.
Wait,
later.
it's about to hit the hour though, right?
It's already gone past.
Oh. Boo! You suck.
Okay, let's push the button. He's not. It's possible he will come back, but it'll probably be much longer than I can be bothered.
Yeah, same.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here. And more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again. I can't control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it. And I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later...
I've just realised something.
You're going to press the button again.
We would have had to have waited probably 12 hours
I don't know what I can do
until
to
he
help you.
said, "It's been 12 hours, Stanley."
And it's all because of those reviews.
Oh, good grief!
Get out of my head. I just couldn't
Do you think?
ignore the negative
Yeah.
feedback. Why was it
It is the sort of game that would probably do that.
What?
To be fair, it is the sort of game that would probably do that.
I've never even
Yeah.
met Cookie
Like,
Nine. I have no idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am. I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child.
I
Wild
feel-
and impulsive. I can't
Feel
help it.
attacked.
I mean,
Stop myself from lashing out.
what was it? There was a in the first game. There's a mini game which you can play, and if you complete it, you get some stupid secret ending or something. But you have to play it for like I think 2 hours, and all it is just pushing a button so that a baby doesn't go near a fire.
Waiting for you to press this button. Frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it, and that I'm going to be stuck all alone, and that I had the power to prevent it all from happening, if only I'd held my tongue. It's all out of my control now. Just you. Just your decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer, to leave me all alone. But surely you will. I don't doubt it. Surely you'll press that button again, leaving me here. And surely you'll put your own desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship. Surely you'll not be moved by my howls of fitful anxiety, that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh, no, 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 I know you too well. You'll be leaving me oh my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Why was it so important for me to fix
I'm
the
so
problem?
tempted to push
Why
this
did
button.
Cookie Nine's
Same.
opinion matter so much to me? I've never even met Cookie Nine. I have no
Okay, I think he's starting to loop.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all
Lord.
the time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking, you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing?
What's
Me
that?
just
Yeah.
But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction. taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive. I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized. The emptiness between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction.
He's just breaking.
Occupy space in this world again, and I...
Shut up.
Hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but...
Do I just ignore him and press the button?
Months. I lost it all.
He's just going to rant at us, you know that, right?
Yeah.
Oh god. He's gone.
I think we've annoyed him.
No, I think he's dead.
It's possible he is, yeah.
He may have killed himself, oh my god, no.
I don't think he's killed himself. I think genuinely we have no frame of any idea of time while we're skipping, so...
What?
What? What's that noise?
God, we're going to press it again. Unless there's like a bomb has been planted.
Sounds like the button. Hang on.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much.
Oh yeah, there's a smoke alarm.
He didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort.
This sounds like someone with actual narcissism who is now just ranting.
I mean, to be fair, yes, that is the narrator.
Yeah. But this sounds like a literal narcissist trying to gaslight the player.
Face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
We would turn to look at our deeper nature.
Skip him.
A resounding...
Oh, shush.
Press the button again. Wait, there's sound now. Wait, I heard water.
Yeah, I heard it too. I have no idea where that's coming from.
Behind. When we walk past there. Up, look upwards.
Ah. Huh. That pipe is leaking.
The room's gonna flood.
You think?
Yeah.
Bonk.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
Yeah, there's more water. I feel like it's gonna flood at some point.
God, are we stuck here?
No, we can't be. We have to keep pressing the skip. Oh God, I told you.
Ooh.
I told you the room's gonna flood. Keep going. I knew it! I knew it!
Oh, wow.
But is there a way out yet?
No, no door.
But that haunting like noise.
Yeah, I can hear stuff, but I can't see any light.
Well, there's only one way. There's light! There's our escape. If only we had the jumping circle.
I know. We need the jumping circle. Oh, damn it.
Maybe if we wait long enough, the jumping circle will come back.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh!
It's a little bloody ecosystem.
Oh, they got little beans. Ah.
Well, next. What?
Oh.
What happened?
I don't know.
What happened? This is creeping me the heck out.
It really is.
Imagine in the Stanley Parable if there was a jump scare.
No.
What?
Oh, that's some freaky noises there. Oh.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Button broke.
Oh.
The world. We're free. Wait. Do you want to go back and try and press the button?
Yeah, in a second. Wow. It's just nothing as far as the eye can see.
This is why you don't request a skip button, guys.
You just keep skipping into. Oh no! I slept too long.
It's the apocalypse. Post-apocalypse. Post-apocalypse.
Yeah.
Oh, this reminds
Everything
me
is-
of Final Fantasy 13 2.
Eh?
In Final Fantasy 13 2, you go to like the end of humanity's existence and it's just an endless desert. Ah! And with that, I think we should end it. Yeah.
I think we'll have to end it there. Yeah. We should probably come back to this because there's probably more to find.
Yeah, there is. There's definitely more to find, I think, and that I hope that people actually enjoyed that. That was actually fuckery. Oh, sorry.
That was some nonsense.
Yeah,
that is some grade A nonsense.
That was actually breaking my brain.
Oh.
And honestly, I enjoyed my ranting for people. However, tell me if it's too much and I will tone it down next time I show up.
Yes, thank you very much. I've been Tyro the Fox.
Jay.
And I think that's the Stanley Parable Deluxe Edition. And we've actually managed to find some of the new stuff.
Yeah.
So, okay. Thank you very much for watching and have a good night wherever
He
you
said
are.
just check if this is an actual reset.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, we'll do this quickly because it's possible.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
You know what? Just for fun, let's.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Oh God. That's different.
You notice my sign? Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
But did they have the neon light last time?
No, they didn't.
Oh my God.
We're still going.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, for goodness sake. Just when we thought we were out, they pull us back in. Okay.
Speedrun new content.
What you got for us, buddy?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Oh no.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Whoa.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
2 doors. Oh my god. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. What? Old and busted, new hotness. Okay. Cool red section of this reporting section. What? Oh, bloody hell. The colour lead review, holistic. Oh, good lord.
Win. Wow. Oh. This is more impressive than the boss's office.
Yeah.
To be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be. But let's take a look at some of the features I've been loosely organize a
Sorry.
handful of interesting concepts, but surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy
Me.
Number 2 chat. What? For 2-7. DOS. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2 /City, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. Sure. I love the fact that it goes straight to Aladdin 2. A direct to VHS thing. Oh, bloody hell.
The Return of Jafar.
Yeah.
Damn.
Did you ever see it as a kid?
Yes.
Ah, yeah. The one which has Dan Castellaneta as the genie.
I'm still sad about Gilbert Gottfried.
I know. Rest in peace. New features.
New
Ooh.
content.
In bus form.
Hey, have you heard about it? Content is back in bus form.
Insert Gabe Newell can't count to 3 joke here. There we go.
Probably.
Someone must have thought about it. Right. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of high. Oh.
Try out some of the new features.
Ooh, merchandise. I would like a t-shirt, please. Ah. Okay. Okay. Ah. Yes, chairs.
Oh god. We really are going to need to pick this back up at some point because I will need to go soon.
Yeah. Your name here in the game. Exclusive. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Wow.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh god.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Yes, the role player's Jim. They simulate the full
Okay,
experience.
hang on, hang on.
Hey.
We're getting in roll. We're getting in roll. I am
Here
Jim.
we go. Let's take
I go to work
clear
and
your mind,
live in
who
place.
you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Yes.
I want you to imagine yourself
Jim Sterling.
sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim
Earthworm Jim.
crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I'm trying my best to grok
In.
Jim.
Press the button.
Jim out.
Yes, you see, what a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Okay, okay.
It hits me from the
So good.
time. If this were the only news, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the
One more time.
I'm too emotionally drained from all
One more time!
validation.
Okay, okay, one more time.
Whoa there, cowboy.
Ooh.
Person can be too much, Jim. I'm putting the Jim back away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Ah, the Jim Brothers.
I love this game. I just.
Oh god, I'm going to stop soon. God, I wish there was a way to save.
I don't know.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature. An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. Infinite hole.
Free, new, plus easy achievement. Collectibles. Reassurance bucket.
Free, new and easy achievement. I can't believe it's that simple. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement. No more steps. It just works.
You're gonna get an
Now,
achievement
here's
from
something
that.
special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. It's still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I should have known. Oh, what's... No, there's nothing over here. Okay. This is...
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Science, infinity falling out. What the hell?
Stanley, here's an
Oh,
idea
no.
I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like.
Jump.
A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Oh god, it's gonna crush us.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Alright.
Probably Chronic. Probably. It's back!
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw
Oh no!
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Oh, give us some jumps!
Alas.
This means that if you don't spend all the jumps.
Assumingly you can then do it later, yeah. If that's possible. Ooh, collectibles.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering...
Oh my god.
And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. For the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up, you simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Ping! Yay!
Yay! Don't tell me we actually have to collect them all.
I have no idea.
It really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Right, Kieran.
Yeah.
I've got to get home.
Okay.
Oh goodness, Stanley, this is...
If you can get back here afterwards, Kieran.
Before you leave, you really should go to the bucket exhibit. You see, there's a surprise I was going to spring on you later, and it involves the bucket.
Do you want to do one more and then we'll go?
Okay.
Okay.
Important that you go see the bucket, okay? All right, I'll get out of your hair now.
Okay, let's go look at the bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I am happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, every time you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. Can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Oh my god.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Fantabby Hooby.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
So what, now we leave?
Yeah, I think so. Is that a new infinite
What
hole?
do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
This is taking the piss out of game designers who just cobble together everything that they can. Like, oh, we're gonna have a collector's feature, and we're gonna have the jumping circle.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Oh no.
With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
So now you can carry the bucket.
I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
Oh no.
All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Click to skip. It says.
Stanley worked for all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
The bucket!
Yeah.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yay! I feel reassured now. This is the best game ever.
Right.
I think we finished that ending.
Yeah, we did.
Stanley clutched
What?
the bucket tightly to
What did you
his
say?
and entered the door on his left.
What did you say?
I think we finished that ending finally.
We did.
I think. Oh.
The sequel is now brought. Oh my goodness, that was great. And with that said, that was great. That was actually great.
Oh my goodness, they've done it. As far as I'm concerned, this is fantastic. Right, let's actually end this. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again.
Bye-bye.
Sometime maybe.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.